Hi, I'm Christina M. Johnson of Testimony Publishers LLC, and if you are interested in using ChatGPT or are already using the chatbot, you are going to want to stick around because I am diving into something that you are not going to want to miss. So, as you know, ChatGPT is one of the most used chatbots right now. So, if you want to use it effectively for whatever you are doing, whether it's personal or business, you're going to want to create a personal writing style guide. And I'm going to show you how to do just that. As I was working with one of my clients, we were recording, and I want you to join us so that you can see how you can use chatbots like ChatGPT to the fullest. The first thing I like to do is just to let ChatGPT know what I'm getting ready to do. So look, I want to.
Okay.
All right, so I just typed this in just to kind of wake it up and put it on guard. So, of course, it can help me. Now it's going to give all this information, some background information about the style guide, what it can help with, and all that good stuff. So, after it produces this content, and you can type in the same thing in Neuro, I believe it should work exactly the same. Okay, perfect. The first prompt. And you're not going to put in first prompt. Okay, so I'm just doing this for you. And then you're going to put in everything after the colon, because this is the details of what we wanted to say. Next thing that I'm going to say to ChatGPT is the parameters for what I'm asking it. So the reason I had to do it this way is because every single thing counts. Grammar, how I use the information that I get. So it had to cover all of that. All right.
So do I copy this entire prompt, put it in there in the?
Yep. You just copy the entire prompt and then you put it in there and just enter that in next.
Okay.
And so I entered all of that information in, and now ChatGPT responded back to me and said that it does understand and what I just requested of it. And it's saying that after analyzing each post, ChatGPT is then going to respond to me, letting me know that it analyzed what I put in there.
Okay.
So you have the content from your emails. So that should be fine. That should be fine, even though it says enter in the Facebook post. So I'm going to my Facebook.
Okay.
And I'm going to put in just some content from Facebook.
Do I put in everything I cut and paste, or just start with one at a time, or?
I do it one at a time, because when you put one in, remember, we told it that we wanted it to analyze, and then it came back to us with a response that said, after each time, I'll say analyze, so that it'll know that, so that we'll know that it analyzed it.
Okay, let me do the first one. Okay.
So I'm just entering in. I'm looking for some really good ones that I like.
And then after I do one, just hit enter and see what it says.
Yep. After you input the first content, you just hit enter. Then you wait for the response. It should say analyze.
It says analyze.
And that's it. And then you put in the next one.
The next one. Okay. Let me go ahead and do all those. Okay. Got it.
So I'm putting mine in, and then pressing enter. And I'm going to put in several from Facebook.
Okay.
And you do the same.
Kristen, you said, I didn't know what was going on. I had to pray on this. God, is this right? Somebody in my computer.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Okay.
So once you put in the content that you want,
Okay.
your AI chatbot is going to give you the response that it analyzed it, right?
Right.
So let's see this last one, and then once it analyzes this, then we'll move on. All right. So let me go in, and I'm going to message you the next prompt.
Okay.
Self-Publishers Hub.
Okay.
So this is prompt number 2.
Okay.
All right. So I sent the second prompt.
Okay. Let me refresh.
In Self-Publishers Hub.
Okay.
All right. So let's paste this in.
It's popping up.
Okay. So for this one now, this second prompt is basically just saying, okay, look, thanks for analyzing all of that. Now I want you to create this style guide. Okay. And I want you to base the style guide on all of these things that I'm going to list for you to base it on. All right. And then it should come up with a style guide that you'll be able to use. But right before, like, you'll be able to plug in this style guide, and then you'll say, according to this style guide, give me an email, or give me a social media post on such and such. You'll be able to use this style guide for any content going forward. And then we have one more prompt after this. Just let me know. Because if you're looking at the screen that I'm sharing, you'll see that it did.
Yeah, it's doing that now. Content formatting, call to action, cultural references, use of data statistics.
Yep, according to each of those sections that we gave. But you'll notice that they're really short. So we want them to extend. And when I say them, I'm talking about your Neuro and my ChatGPT, because we use different ones. Okay. We want them to extend on that content. So that's what the next prompt is that I'm sending you now. And I'm going to go ahead and paste it in here.
Okay.
And then I'll send it to you in Self-Publishers Hub. All right, so this is prompt 3. And this, you can use this for anything that you're writing after this point, because it'll.
Okay. So you sent it to us? Okay.
Yep, it's in Self-Publishers Hub now.
Okay, thank you.
So you see it's extending on it a little bit more. So now it's given more additional points for each of those sections. And we have 13 of them. So on the screen, you see them populating. ChatGPT is going through, based on the content that I gave it, it's now structuring everything according to that.
Okay. Yep, that's what it's doing.
So that's the last prompt. It's only 3 prompts, but the way that they're worded, you don't need any more. So you can pretty much stop here.
Okay. It says, feel free to customize the style guide further, adding additional guidelines as needed to align it with your personal writing style. At the end, it did everything you said. Okay, so the same thing.
So now what you'll do is, and then I can basically stop sharing now, because so when you go to use Neuro next time, or if you're going to use ChatGPT or whatever AI chatbot, you're going to take this style guide, and then you're going to feed it to the AI chatbot first. So you're going to say, can you analyze this writing style guide? Or this is my personal style guide. Anything that I ask you to create after this point, I want you to create it according to this style guide. Basically, that's what you're telling the AI chatbot, because you want it to produce the content that's closest to how you would produce it. So my suggestion is, what I've suggested to my clients is to, when you go in to copy it, put it on a Google Doc or a Word doc or a document or whatever. And then you're going to take out the beginning part, because ChatGPT, what they did for me, they put personal writing style guide, and then they went through. And then the last part says, this style guide is crafted to reflect your unique voice and content preferences, providing a framework for creating consistent, engaging, and impactful content across your platform. So I'm going to take out that part.
Okay.
Usually ChatGPT gives me an opening. Okay, great. Here is your 3 email series to re-engage your subscribers. And then it'll go into creating those 3 emails. And then at the end, after it created the 3 emails, it'll say, these 3 emails will re-engage your subscribers, whatever. So when I copy it, I take out that beginning piece in the ending part. But for this time around, it only did an ending piece or a conclusion to basically what it did. So that's it. That is it. So it's done. So from this point on, you'll be able to use this style guide with any AI chatbot so that it will know how you like to speak, the context of how you talk, and some of the content that you share.